All right, and our day 2 assignment here, starting off on the top of page 87, says divide a 4-digit number by a 2-digit number. So we've got 6,118 divided by 75. So that's going to start off a similar to way to how we've done it before. So 75, think 75 goes into 611 how many times? Well, if it's 75 goes into 750, that would be 10 times. I think 75 less than that is 675. So this is 10 times, 9 times. 600 would be 8 times. This is too much. This is too much. This is under, which is what we need. So we're going to go with 8. And remember, the way I did that is I just took, hey, take 75 off of 750, take 75 off 675. 8 times 75, well, we know the answer is 600. We just figured it out already, right? And then 1, drop down the 8. 75 goes into 118. Well, 75 times 2 is 150. So 75 times 1 more is going to be what we're looking for. 8 times 75 is 75. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 11 minus 7 is 4. So we've got 81, remainder 43. Great. And let's go look at guided practice. We'll do 19, 21, 23. So 19 is 5,149. Again, this is about on page 87, divided by 56. All right, go ahead and pause this, do it at home. All right, we're back. So 56 goes into 560 10 times. So it must be 9 times here. I'm just going to double check 56 times 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 plus 5 is 50. So 504. Ooh, that worked out nicely. 0, 10. So it's just 10. Drop down the 9. 56 goes into 109 how many times? Well, 56, I think 50 plus 50 is 100. 6 plus 6 is 12. So 112 would be 2 times. So that's too much. So we got to stick with 1. 1 times 56 is 56. 9 minus 6 is 3. 10 minus 5 is 5. And that's all we have. 91, remainder 53. All right, let's go to number 21, 2,304 divided by 29. Think 29 doesn't go into 23, it goes into 230. Well, let's see here. Let's say it was, 29 goes into 230. All right, well, 290 would be 10 times. And let's say I'm going to pretend that 260 then would be 9 times, because maybe it's a little bit less, but this is about 30. So if I take off about 30 times, it'll give me a good estimate. And then 260 is too much, so I want 230. That's going to be 8 times. All right, I can try 8. 29 times 8. 8 times 9 is 272. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 7. 16 plus 7. Let's see, 16 plus 4 is 20. There's 3 left over, so sorry, 23. All right, so I have 232 and I need 230. Ah, man. I need to do one more, so it's got to be 7. I know for sure the answer is 7. I just have to figure out what it is. 7 times 9 is 63. So I have the 3 here. 6 goes up there. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 6 is 20. 7 times 29 we know is 203. Got to cancel that out, make it 10. Cancel this out, make it 2. 10 minus 3 is 7. 2 minus 0 is, 2, not 0. Drop down the 4. 274. 29. Well, 274. I'm going to look back at what I had over here. This is too high. This is too high. Let's try this. Let's try 8 times. And I actually already know what it is. It's 232. It becomes 2 and 4. Oh, man. Is that really too much? Yeah, it's really too much. So if I've got too much there, oh, actually, I look back at that, I did it the wrong way. I skipped over 260. 260 would give me a good answer because I have 274 right now. So I'm going to try that one instead. So let's do I gotta erase some work here. $29 times 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Sorry, the 8 goes up there. 1 there, 8 up there. 8. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. So 261. And I'm going to get 3 and 1. I got to remember to write my 9 up here. 13, so 79, remainder 13. And last one, number 23, 8,432 divided by 96. This one, I think it might help me because, man, 960. Oh, let's see, I can try that again. 96 into 843. So I know it's going to be 960 would be 10 times. And I'm going to round this to 100 and say 860 would be 9 times. That's still too much. So let's try 8 times, which would be about 760. Yeah, I know it's not exactly going to be 760 because this is 96, not 100. I can't just go 100 every single time here. I expect it to work, but it will give me a good estimation. So let's try that. 96 times 8. Because if this was 760, 860 is too much, and it's by a good amount. So even with my rounding, I think I'll probably have the right answer here. 8 times 6 is 48. 9 times 8 is 72. 72 plus 4 is 76. So we've got 768. I'm going to write 8 up here because 96 is going to 4 and 843. So the 8 has to be above the 3. It's not going to be above any of those other ones. So 768 becomes 13. This becomes 3. 13 minus 8 is 5. 3 minus, this is 768, remember? I can't do 3 minus that, so I make this 13. I make this 7. 13 minus 6 is 7. So I have 75. Remember, you got to drop down the 2. 96 goes into 752. Well, remember, this 8 times was going to be about that. And 8 times actually got us 768. So we know it's got to be 1 less than that. It's got to be 7. Because this was 8. So 96 times 7. 7 times 6 is 42. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 plus 4 is 67. So 672. I get 0. This becomes 15. This becomes 6. 15 minus 7 is 8. So I get 87. Remainder 80. All right, last section here, and then you are home free for this lesson. Page 88, top page 88, divide the hundreds, then tens, then ones. So 5,213 divided by 15. So the reason it says divide by the hundreds first is because 15 doesn't go into 5, but it does go into this. So you're actually dividing the hundreds first. That's what you always want to start with. What does this number go into? 15 doesn't go into 5, but it does go into 52. How many times does 15 go into 52? Well, think 15, 30, 45, 60. Well, 45, that would be 3 times. So 3 times 15 is 45, because we were counting by 15s. This becomes 12. This becomes 4. 12 minus 5 is 7. Gotta drop down the 1. 5 goes into 17. 15 goes into 71. Well, think again. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 would be 5 times. That's too much, so we got to do 4. 4 times 15 is 60, and we get 11. Last one to drop down. 15 goes into 113. Well, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is too much, so we're going to have to do this 7 times. 7 times 15, well, we already did it, 105 there. And this becomes 13, this becomes 0. You get 8, so our 347, remainder 8. Let's go ahead and look at these guided practice now. We'll do 24 and 26 and 28. So 24, 6,479 divided by 36. So 36 goes into 64. Well, 36 is 1. 36 times 2, if you do the math. Oh, sorry, you should have paused this already if you didn't already. Do this on your own, then come back here. 36 goes into 64. Well, 30 times 2 is 60. So the 6 times 2 is going to be an extra 12. So that's going to put you at 72. That's too much. So we just have to do this one time. This becomes 14. This becomes 5. 14 minus 6 is 8. 5 minus 3 is 2. Drop down to 7. 36 into 287. Ah, man. 36 into 287. Well, we have to, how to figure that one out. 36 and 287. I'm going to go back and try the rounding thing. Let's try the rounding 36 to 40 and 287 to 280. So that's going to be 7 times there. Remember, this is right over the 0. So let's try 7 to see what happens. 7 times 36, 42. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 4, 25, 252. If this is less than 36, then I got the right one. 7 minus 6, 7 minus 2 is 5, 8 minus 5 is 3, 35. Boom, it's less. We got the right one. Barely, but we got it. Drop down the 9, 360, 36 into 359. Well, this is really close to 360, so we know the answer isn't 10, because 360 would be exactly then. It's not 10, but it is going to be 9. 9 times 36. Well, I could do 36 times 9, but actually I'm just going to do 360 minus 36, because I know this is 10 times, and this is subtracting 1 time. 10, 5, 10 minus 6 is 4, 5 minus 3 is 2, and 3 minus 0 is 3, so 324. And no, roundabout way of doing it, but you can totally do your math that way. 9 times 4 is 5. 5 times 3, 5 minus 2 is 3. So I get 179, remainder 35. All right, let's do, we're just going to do one more here. I'm going to set you guys off on your assignment. So let's do number 28. 9,532 divided by 81. No? Does 81 go into 95? Yep, one time. 1 times 81 is 81. We get 14. Drop down the 3. 81 goes into 143. Well, 80 times 2 is 160. So 81 times 2 is going to be more than that. So we're just going to do 1 again. 1 times 81 is 81. Subtract it 2. This becomes 14 and 0. 14 minus 8 is 6. Drop down to 2. 81 goes into 622. Oh, man. Well, I know 8 goes into 62. Well, 8 times 8 is 64. So that's too much. So it's got to be 7. 7 times 81. You can actually think of this as 80 times 7 and 7. 80 times 7 and 1 times 7, because it's 81 times 7. This is going to give you 560. This gives you 7, so it's 567. Oh man, my work is too long for this one. 567. This becomes 12. This becomes 1. 12 minus 7 is 5. This becomes 11. This becomes 5. 11 minus 6 is 5, so that's what my remainder is. Remainder 55. 117, remainder 55. All right, you should be good to go on your assignment.